Alright, there we go. Now everyone is back, and I am casting by myself. Sam baited me to casting, said he was going to cast with me, and then said he's in Champion Select in a game of League of Legends. Unfortunately, since it was a promo series to Diamond, he's not interested in giving up that game, so it's going to be just awkward old me here by myself, bouncing some jokes off myself, I'm sure, throughout this. And here we go. We're getting underway with the second game here on Hudson Bay. Alright, hello everyone. Where's welcome back. Here we go. And once again, we have dyddyd91 spawning at the right-hand side of the map here on Hudson Bay, playing as Japan. And on the left-hand side of the map, we have Garja spawning as the Red Aztecs. Both players are just running their explorers to the middle of the map right away. Very typical on Hudson, trying to find all those big treasures that typically do spawn in the middle. dyddyd providing a nice food treasure for himself here, whereas the Aztec explorer is still just kind of looking for a polar bear, something big he wants to convert. And really, this is exactly what Diddy needs. He needs to get a lot of treasures in the early age 1 that are food and wood, so that way he can age up quicker. Aztecs are going to be putting on the pressure in the early game here, so really he's on the clock to make a solid defense in his base. We see the typical consulate going down. Port consulate is what I imagine we'll see. I've heard from many people that he also likes to build or send 2 villagers first, so it'll be interesting to see if he does go for that. We'll be able to see before he sends the card, actually, just based on how much wood he chops here. Garja finding 150 coin, nothing too worthy of mentioning here. Garja going for the typical house, fire pit, and market start. On Aztec, depending on your crates, you can usually get all 3 of those. It looks like because he found 150 coin, he was able to buy some wood and make that happen. Getting run up on here on the 90 coin treasure, actually not the best situation for him. I think DUI can actually stun both of these and clean it up, but instead just opting to poof back to base, knowing he needs to build that shrine. He is sending Kami first, you can tell just based on, yep, there it is. Actually, he's not, we don't know yet, because the port consulate reducing the cost, but he is forced to throw on a quite poor shrine in his base. It's going to be in base, only going to grab 2 animals. That may actually be just part of his overall plan, though, just trying to deal with the Aztec pressure, so we'll have to see about that. And yeah, once again, this 90 coin did go the way of the Japan player here, which is always a helpful thing. And now, with 150 coin and 40 wood here as well, combined, DDY's actually got an insane start here, treasure-wise. Let's check the decks now and see. Nope, still nothing. I guess shipment should be in by now. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't think so. Yeah, Garja's already got his card. I'm not sure what DDY is sending, so I can't see his deck. There we go. Okay, 3 boats. There we go. That was kind of weird. But anyway, 3 boats, same thing as 2 villagers, basically. Fishing boats do gather at about the rate of berries. So for Japan, at least, they're fairly similar to 3 villagers. For other civs, though, a bit weaker. So it's actually a weakness that people don't mention often enough about Japan, is that being on berries the entire game is not something that most civs ever even want to do. But Japan has to do it right out the gate and for the entire game. So once again, Shrine Wonder going down, just super normal play from the Japan player, and nothing really too exciting there. Same thing here, Garja just doing the typical Aztec play, aging up with 15 villagers, 3 villagers going forward for that war hut. And like I said, I think we're going to see a lot of pressure out of Garja, probably 700 wood, and maybe the other option we could see is Stagecoach, right? We could see him do 700 wood and just go full Stagecoach before putting the pressure on, which might not be a bad idea because DYDDY is very committed to a defensive play here. He's got 1 shrine, he's walling up, and I don't see any damage that Garja will be able to do with early military here. It's just a matter of if he spots that or not. Because behind all this, the Japan player has sacrificed 3 or 4 shrines just to set up the way he has, and this shrine is only on 2 animals just now. So, you know, Garja, imagine Garja just dropping the full stagecoach line here, and all of a sudden, he's miles ahead of the Japanese player. But not going to do that. He's going to put down the warhead. Garja, you know, usually plays very safe and standard in tournament games. Not really. He doesn't try to eco cheese. He doesn't try to all in rush. So we'll see that middle of the road path probably coming out of him. And what's key here is what's in the queue. You know, is Garja going to go for coyotes? Yes, it looks like he is. And is this TP going down? Okay, there we go. So the TP line begins, and I'm assuming that once Garja makes his first batch of coyote, he's going to realize just how defensive the DUI situation is. And even going for the Cray TP, he is all in on the turtle play here. And I wonder if he's going to go for that. You know, he's got 240 coin. I wonder if he's going to go for that tech right out the gate that makes all of his buildings cheaper. It could really make a difference as to the cost of him shrining up the map here. Text being researched. I guess we won't see that yet. But units in the queue is important. So 5 coyote out, 5 more coyote in the queue, and we'll see if Garja feels that this is a good situation to push in, or if he'd rather just kind of cancel those and chill out for a little bit here. Looks like he is going to keep making coyotes. 600 wood coming in is the second card for him in Colonial. And even these explorers just scaring off the coyotes. So I'm not sure if Garja's just trying to keep his mass up, or you know what he's trying to do here. But yeah, just continuing to mass up. Obviously 600 wood's going to mean, you know, a couple more houses, easier to use as war huts. And I wonder if this explorer is going back. So maybe, you know, seeing the native trade post, seeing everything all together, he's going to just take this treasure and then go stagecoach or something. Rack's just coming down for dyddyd91 now. Hasn't opted for the the decreased cost of wood for buildings here out of the trade post. And I'm not so sure what the point of that trade post is actually. I know you can get 5 CDB out of it. Obviously, he is training the CDB out of there, and will soon have 5 of those working for him. But the real advantage to that building is the tech that makes everything cheaper. He actually is building Cray trackers as well, which is kind of interesting. Basically, Cray trackers, super tanky version of a skirmisher, 300 HP but only 10 attack, right? So they actually do very well at standing up to Hussar, you know, and acting as a meat shield for other infantry units, but on their own, not too effective against anything. And you know, Garja's mass is continuing to grow. He got 30 military unit population to only 5 out of dyddyd. And you know, really, I'm interested to see how he's going to close that gap, and what Garja is going to do with his lead that he has, because he's only built 1 TP and he's simply massing outside the base. I'm surprised he's not, you know, he's not really trying to make anything happen with these units. When he even though he sees the native trade post and he knows that he saw 3 Cray trackers, that tells him he's got, you know, those are 80 wood each. That tells him he's got a ton of time. Maybe the other part of this too, though, is you know, DDY is well known as being a guy who doesn't build a lot of shrines and doesn't boom very hard. So Garja may just be thinking, you know, I can just mass up and I'll be okay. 9 mace coming in. Looks like this might be a timing push. There's already 19 mace coming from shipments now. It's just the right time. And these crossbow are actually in a very dangerous position. Explorer getting on the map. I wonder if Garja definitely sees that. What is he going to do about it, though? I mean, turn the fog of war. He probably saw this army, but not completely. And this is almost like almost the worst angle and time to push, just because that wall is going to stop him from getting through for sure. Oh wow! Actually, this gate is, you know, well, I guess it's not mal HP. My bad. It's actually still got the full nerfed HP. And Garja's just gonna, you know, man up and go through this gate. I kind of like that play in a way. I wish that the Explorer had been up there in cover mode first, but the mace coming through on the side here, getting in there, and it's just a matter of seconds before this wall goes down. And there's 20 coyotes in this base. But these hull minutes have not been cleaned up, and you know, this could actually go very poorly for Garja. Already losing quite a few. The CDB getting pulled off the line here, tank. And Coyote's trying desperately to get in on the Yumi archers here, but Villagers just shutting him down. He's decided just to fight and kill as many villains as he can. Probably not a terrible decision, considering how good of a block DUI is set up here. Looks like 5 CDV going down and a lot of villagers going down here for DUI. And at this point, you know, that's gonna be a big detriment in and of itself. You know, Garja may not need to kill the army here to win. But still sticking it out. Coyote's getting in there on the infantry now, and not too many villagers left to defend. And DUI probably going to safely clean this up. 3 samurai coming out. Interesting decision here to send the samurai into the fight. Most people don't train that unit ever. But he even ships the 3 samurai card, which is also another, in a way, a win for Garja. But I would say DUI came out pretty far ahead on this exchange overall. And he still has this Cray trading post, which will allow him to continue to, you know, train vills and continue to rebuild that villager lead. You know, he still has an economic lead in general, just from having the CDV on the field. That almost doesn't seem right. I guess it is. He has 33 villagers. It's kind of crazy. I'm not sure if Garjas hasn't been training them or what, but I'm surprised that Garja's that far behind after killing as many vills as he did. And you know, DDY throwing up a stable here, just continuing to play his style, which is not, you know, not try and boom. It's more just keeping a good mass of units out in the field. And actually, I kind of like the samurai line of play. Just thinking to, you know, how Germans usually try to beat Aztec is through doppels. And so, you know, samurai are almost a better doppel against Aztec just because they're faster. They have worse stats, right? But they are faster, and so, yeah, they'll get in there a bit better against the Aztec combo. And now I really want to see if that building decreased cost tech ever came in. It did not. And Garja, you can see the disparity in market techs, right? I mean, DDY already has all of the market techs. And, you know, using interjections calculator, we can see he's falling further and further behind economically. And really, you know, this force isn't even very threatening whatsoever. There's only, you know, about 15 mace and 10 coyotes out in the field. DDY has a huge military lead and an economic lead at this point, and I expect this game to just be over for Garja quite soon. Already getting caught out a little bit here. These 3 Naginata riders, Garja just has no answer to those whatsoever. And with the samurai mixed in there, the mace need to be on point with target firing this. Otherwise, this coyote is going to disappear from the field. And Explorer coming back into the mix too, getting a huge XP multiplier. We've got 4 warrior priests on attack dance. This is Garja's last stand, really. If he doesn't clean this fight up convincingly, I'm not sure how he would be able to do that, but if he is able to do it, then he may have a chance. But right now, I'm expecting 5 more Naginata riders to come out any second and just kind of pour in here. And even if they don't, the infantry mass is just so large from DDY right now that Garja does not have an answer to that. And, you know, 20 villager gap, ever-growing gap. He's out on the map shrining, which is a sign that you're behind against DDY. And just going to play it safe, you know, kill the TP. He knows he's playing Japan. He knows he has a huge economic lead. He's got this Cray TP working for him. You know, no reason to take any risky line of play here when you're up by 50 score. And like as Garja here, he's got to be wondering, you know, what do I do? I mean, I've just got no units, no eco, and his mass is only going to get harder for me to counter the longer I wait. 3 clubs coming out from the export, and you know, the 5 Naginata riders also joining to round out the army once again for DDY. And I really think that what got Garja in the situation was this push up here. This was possibly the worst angle he could have possibly pushed at, period. Like, I can't think of a worse angle. All the army was standing there, it was very cramped in, and there was nothing there to really kill. I just would have loved to see a little bit more of a boomy style in response to the turtle, but here we go. Puma's coming out. They got a couple nice shots off on the Naginata riders, but once again, this combo is just so scary for Japan. Those Yumis are never going to get touched, and Coyote's in cover mode. Most people don't know you can do that. You know, that tactic is definitely the right tactic here, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, to deal with that amount of infantry. And units are just dying left and right here, and I think we'll expect to see a GG coming quite soon here for Garja. 4 more Nagis coming to join the mix, and dydd91 not taking any chances here, just gonna push hard in Colonial and keep that mass as large as possible. Daimyo hitting the field as well, just to make those units even more of a scary thing. And what's interesting about this is, this was supposed to be a counter matchup in the favor of Garja in most people's opinion, but DDY playing a very solid style here, and he walled in, didn't overboom, and just had an answer to the timing push that Garja tried to do. So just showing that no matchup is totally free in this game right now. And that would be game number 2, going in the favor of dydd91. Garja's Aztec guide not pulling through for him here. Hey, are you online?
I'm just coming.
Okay.
One sec.
Got it.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright. Garja is proposing to keep it this way.
Keep it what way?
Garja, well, he wants to keep it without you casting, like just one person.
Well, it won't add any more lag than it already has. Is that game over?
Yeah, Garja lost his Aztecs versus Japan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He tried to push through a wall while the guy had 20 Yumi shooting at him. And he lost 20 Coyote before the fight began.
Alright, let's do this. Nice commentary. You sound depressed.
I'm really tired. This is not a good time for me to cast. I think there's just no one else here to do it right now.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, yeah, I guess you can't join yet, but you will be able to join as soon as dydd91 comes back online.
Alright. What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Holy shit.
Sounds like some certain things have turned on in the room. I guess DUI just is not coming back. Where did he go? He's AFK now.
What did he do? Did he just log off?
Well, yeah, I think he restarts between games for sound, but so yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the first matchup was, but this second game, DY had a very convincing counter strategy lined up.
Nice.
He built the Cray TP while aging and built the 5 CDB out of it and walled in
Really?
on Hudson Bay. Yeah, as Japan
What?
only built one shrine.
And he didn't get rushed?
Yeah, he didn't get rushed.
Oh, okay.
He got
Is that?
mid-colonial
I
time
guess it's
English.
good. Seems pretty risky to do that whilst you're aging out that early.
Yeah, rejoin the game by the way.
Yeah.
It does.
Rejoin.
I think it just kind of plays to Garja though.
What was the first matchup?
I'm not sure. Oh wow, now you have to leave again. Just yeah,
What the fuck?
just jeez, what a disaster.
Oh.
All right, now you can join. And I will turn off the overlay because now we've sorted out all the technical issues. I think DDY is picking India. Oh yeah, we got a test with Sam. He wants to test the lag, which we can do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Did you ask them what the first matchup was?
No, I haven't yet. You want to check stats? Game stats. I'll find out in a second.
I've just asked them. It's quicker.
Did you get an answer to this? If HCOM moved, then it'd be good.
Why does Garja get special treatment? Everyone else has 2 casters.
Yeah, well, people aren't worried about it. There's a thing in the rules where if the lag's a problem, then we can always reduce the number of casters or caster replays. I think it's fine.
All right.
You're mad hating.
Well, I don't really care. Like,
I know.
it's just pretty stupid.
Yeah.
And it's not going to lag anymore with me when you're from America and he's from some other like far European country.
Yeah. All right, so you have to see what's wrong with the lag here. Should be fine, honestly. The problem is when you get some of the people who are casting who don't have like very good computers or don't have like the best internet.
Yeah, like I have insane internet and decent PC.
Yeah. So we should be fine. Like we played those 2v2 games with people and it was like 0 lag.
Yeah. Oh, they can't hear us, can they?
This wasn't even the right map. They know it's only a lag test.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that we tested anyway because the map was wrong. So.
What map is it next?
Well, it's this map, but it's just not the right UI version.
Oh, okay. So, what was the first match? Did you find it?
No, it's not on ELO, of course. Not on ELO. I'm not on like HCOM yet. We'll see what he decides. I'm watching his Explorer. See if I can see anything.
It seems fine from what I can see, but I guess you can't really tell.
Yeah, well, you can't really tell. We'll watch him try to herd.
Well, let me close the streams down. That might help.
Yeah, that might help. You're not helping your case here, Mid. Not helping the case. I can't answer because I'm resigned because you picked the wrong map, but we can do only one. That's fine. There's a series after this, though. Did you win your promo game at least?
No.
Haha, yes.
But it's fine. I got another chance.
Wait, you said it was promo to Diamond 5 and you were 1-0. So don't you need to like win 3?
No, I'm not. It's up to it's not. I'm going from Plat 2 to Plat 1.
Oh, okay. You
and I'm
just
1-1 now.
You straight up lied to me about going
No,
to
no.
diamond.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I was
Wow.
I got placed. I did my 10 placement games and got plat 1, and then I got demoted to plat 2 like instantly because I lost like 4 games in a row.
Nice.
Now I'm struggling.
So basically, you're gonna be me this season, struggling in plat.
No, I'll
Only
be
casting.
masters. I'll get masters back soon enough. Alright, well, whatever, I don't. Let's just go out then if he doesn't want to cast us.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like doesn't realize that we're not here and can't talk. Oh, we could do screen share. That would work. And he wouldn't even know. My screen share is legit too. Like, check it out.
Yeah, I know, we've done it before, but.
Like, look at that. That's such a legit screen share right now. All right. It's not a big deal. We can just. Oh, I don't know. My friends list. That's why I can't see them coming. Oopsie. That's exactly the wrong button. Start with your best.
Yeah, I don't know. I see on your screen you see everyone's green pings, but when I join, the DY guy is yellow with me. So
That's probably why, actually.
Me and him must lag.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, you can.
I don't know. He's from like some European country though, isn't he?
No. I thought he was from China or Hong Kong or something like that.
Oh, is he? Okay.
That's my understanding. I wonder what he's going to pick against India and Pampas. No, TP maps are not really, like, they're really good for India, and then there's also all that livestock on the side. Maybe just like China or something. But then then there's like the seaboard rush you have to deal with.
I don't think, I wouldn't pick China on this map. I think, French is pretty good.
Really? Without a TP?
Yeah, sure. French is still fine without a TP.
Yeah,
it's not ideal.
They're not amazing.
Yeah, but neither are India.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know. It depends. Yeah, I get if French is going to play Age 2, then I wouldn't want to play on this map. But if he's got some kind of semi-FF in mind, then it could be alright.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do like I'm guessing he'll do like the 15 musket semi-FF, but I feel like this is not the wisest decision.
I would probably go. I'd probably go Hussar semi on this map.
Just because of how long it is, yeah. Alright, I think we finally have a game underway here. The next game we should be able to actually cast together too, which will be a good series as well.
What's next?
It is Soldier versus Mongo 10. We have to cast that, dude.
That's a big beef match.
Yeah, they've been talking all day about it.
I gotta play my promos. What time are they playing? Is it literally straight after?
Yeah, it's in 30 minutes, I believe.
Alright. Is this a best of 3 or 5?
5.
Oh man, what? It's round of 32 is best of 5.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get
Yeah.
owned by Raphael more than once.
I've got to play tomorrow. I'm playing my round of 32 match.
Oh, this Ruko guy. He's not bad. You should probably play the game a couple
I'll
times.
probably lose. I'll probably lose.
Yeah. Alright, so hopping into the game here, we have dyddyd91 spawning at the top as the blue India, and at the bottom of the map we have Garja spawning as the red French. Like we said, I think it's got to be a semi-FF here. I don't know what else you can really do as French against India. I expect an aggro to come out like right in the middle of the map, like we're in here.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward because you want a semi-FF, but then you're kind of starving yourself on this map. Like, I think map control is really important on this map.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Like, you probably have 2 safe hunts, and your 2 starting mines. And the second one's quite far even.
Yeah, fortunately for Garja, his map's spawning in his favor. He does have a second mine in the back and 1 hunt that's a little far out, but he could pull it in to give him a total of 3 or 4 total hunts, right, including the starting hunt.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a pretty good map. As long as he uses that, he needs to use the front mine first.
yeah, which he already has a couple of bills on it from his market, so looks like he is probably thinking along those lines.
Good. Good lad.
good chap.
What's going on with the cows? I guess he doesn't know how they spawn?
I think he does, but I think he just assumes that French got all the ones on his half of the map, which it wasn't necessarily a correct assumption, but
No, that's a bad assumption.
you're saying you would just keep looking for them instead of going for treasures?
Well, why would you not? They benefit your civs so much.
Well, French has a native scout, right? So it's got like a huge line of sight. And it runs super fast, so
Yeah, but it's only 0.5 faster, isn't it?
I guess.
And like you could definitely get like the ones on your side. Maybe not. Maybe he might miss like 1 or 2 of them, but you'd get 3 or 4, I'd say.
Yeah, he did get it. He did get 2. I think he missed 1 on his side, which was if he had gotten all those, then he would be about even on the cows.
Yeah, it's not too bad then.
Yeah.
It's a bit laggy. The frames keep jumping.
I know. It's just that's the way Skype is.
Yeah.
This is a limit of what we gotta work with here. I'm just staring at his town center anyway, so both players just making bills.
Yeah.
Looks like he isn't going for a 10-10 or anything cheesy either, just like a standard HF.
I don't like. You never want to have your explorers running around together like this.
Yeah.
Especially like both of them run to the back of his base to take 40 food. That's just such a waste of like important time.
Yeah, and what has Garja got in Nemo? He got 75 wood out the gate. There's almost nothing left to get.
Press Control Shift F.
Unless you fog. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone's scouted that cow in the top. Yeah, it's like Garja's going there, is he? No.
I think dyddyd scouted actually.
Okay. It'd be Can you switch between each player's fog?
No, you just have like he techs spies for us, so we have spies for both players, and that's how this works.
Right, I see.
In base aggro against French, like
Yes.
I do not know how I feel about this.
Well, the thing is, I think he has a plan in mind. Like from playing this guy, he has some pretty good strategies.
He does, yeah. I'm guessing he's more of a techy strat.
Yeah, I'm guessing based on that aggro position, he's probably gonna go for some fortress play himself.
Yeah,
probably just do like, probably like send 600 coins second shipment or something.
Yeah, he's floating a lot of food too. I'm not sure if he just isn't making. Okay, he is making a market. He has 0 coin in the bank though, and I think he's going to realize once the market gets up that he's pretty mismacroed right now. Like, where are the 7 bills on food that he has? Okay, there we go. Now they're all on wood.
What is there any treasures? Good treasures on the map?
There's nothing left really. There's just a bad 375 XP treasure. And,
yeah, which is like impossible to take ever.
Yeah, sick level 3 treasure. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it just has to be tech-based play, I guess. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what even? I guess he's gonna do like 600 wood and then just use that to get his eco up and rolling, and then 600 gold. I don't know. I have no idea how you do these stress. They never seem to work when I do them.
I'm not sure exactly, but I don't. Well, we don't know what he's got in mind. Maybe he's going to play Kalani.
True. What if he goes for the Azamp, Raj put Urumi, like,
Yeah.
FF thing? This is so funny. It could actually work on Garja too, if he just, like, doesn't adapt.
What, Raj put Urumi?
Yeah. If you don't
How would
adapt.
that ever work? How would that ever work?
There's a card you can send that gives each of your explorers an aura that slows down the enemy units by 5%, so it stacks to 10%. And then you use inspiration too to end. So basically,
Well, so you're getting that off of a defensive aggro placement.
I'm not getting that. I said it would be nice
That's
if
a
you
next
did
level.
it. Yeah, next level analysis. That's a dream. That's not what actually is happening. He doesn't even have the card. Probably, yeah, he doesn't. But
Yeah.
Dare to dream, right? What could you do?
Yeah.
There's 600 wood coming in. Both players.
What's in queue?
Imperial bureaucracy. Units in queue. Nothing.
No.
Yeah,
I'm thinking he's probably not going to make any and just use the two Sepoy and Minutemen to defend raids.
Yeah, he's basically just doing the Eco India build at this point. He teched Imperial bureaucracy first, and now he's rolling in the other market upgrades behind 600 wood. I expect to see consulate too.
Well, I guess on this map you can probably be a bit more greedy with his play because you've got such even if French get up so much earlier than you, it's going to be a while before they're in your base.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with the placement of both players' buildings. This villager is just hanging out. Wow.
Yeah, chillville.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, really.
Yeah. Oh god, and the Minutemen part. That's unfortunate.
It's okay. They decay really slowly, so they'll still serve their purpose of not having to develop all of his villas. Although he's got like 5 idle villas just standing around.
Yeah, he rallied them with his Minutemen. Same spot. Oh man, this looks pretty messy.
Yeah, it looks like he's not used to playing under pressure with India.
Oh my god, is that another Minutemen part?
No.
Oh no, it's just the builds.
And interested to see actually, if DDY can stabilize here, because he's losing a lot of like intangible things with idle villas, and his consulate tech is just coming in now, which is a little bit slow. And this is gonna be a great trade for him though. He has to start getting just
that was really Garja should not have taken that fight.
He was in range of the aggro for it even. It was like as bad as it could get.
And the Minutemen hadn't even decayed fully yet.
Yeah, exactly. It took like a couple shots.
Yeah. And yeah. I mean, but still, look at the position that DDY is in.
Yeah, he's just nowhere near aging.
He's not even close to aging, and Garja's up now.
This just shows how bad India is, to be honest. Like,
yeah, this is why I wouldn't play India in this matchup. Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah. Oh, he made 5 sepoy too. God, that's really painful.
Oh, that's brutal. Did he make them or did he ship them?
He made them, I think. You're right. It could be shit. Let's see. Okay, he made them, which is better.
If that was a shipment, then that's game over.
GG, no re. Accidentally sent 5 sepoy out.
Okay, so maybe he's not going to age. It looks like he's just going for eco, like try and fight him in colonial with a strong economy.
Yeah, it could do, but it's funny. Like their economies are exactly equal. It's just India's not able to age up in the same way.
But India has more market upgrades.
True.
And they have the trickle. So,
yeah,
what does French have? Does he have steel
31
traps?
to 30, and yeah, he does have steel traps, and
right.
even level 1 wood chopping as well, gang. So.
Yeah, you never know. I feel like I don't know. This is I have seen this work as India before, but I'm not sure.
I've seen it work too. But...
I hate fighting. I hate playing against someone like H2 against H3. It's so brutal.
Yeah,
especially making Sepoy. You definitely don't want to make Sepoy against H3 units.
Yeah.
Like, you know he's going to go goon scan. Sepoy are useless against all of their units.
At the same time, he just got about a goon worth of damage off on. Man, those goons just don't have 30 range resist. He ate like 10 sepoy shots and didn't even lose a goon. He sent 1K wood too. Do you think I think Garja might just be dropping TCs and he's just gonna sit outside of his base.
I like that. I like that play if he does that.
Yeah, I like it too, just as long as he actually as he doesn't overcommit at the aggro.
Yeah.
He sees there's a lot of units
like,
coming.
Building a forward TC is so beneficial on this map as well.
Yeah, because all your villagers would have to walk so much further if you didn't. And these 5 Solar actually could pose a major threat to Garja here. DY just pushing in on this, and maybe he's kind of sensed that Garja doesn't have too much behind it. And yeah, I mean, he's going to lose all his turns here and just be left with only 5 goons and no way to hold this Rax. At the same time, he did trade 5 Solar and a couple Sepoy for just 5 skirms, so...
It wasn't the best trade for him.
Yeah, it's more of a momentum play, really.
And, like, you're not going to kill the goons with Sepoys, so it's really not a big deal for Garja.
Yeah, I think he just stacks that Rax and rebuilds in his base. He just sent 1K wood.
See, I'm not a fan of that TC placement, though. I would like to see his TC near that Rax. Although I guess he can't right now because he's being pushed, but... Actually, this could be pretty awkward for Garja. Well, he has a lot of wood.
Yeah, he's got 600 wood. That's what I'm saying. Like, what he needs to do right now is drop 2 Raxes in his base and get his economy rolling again in a way that he can hold
What he needs to do is he needs to get some fills on gold.
He actually built 5 skirms out of that Rax, which I guess is going to turn out okay, though, because he is baiting, resource for resource. This is a great trade for him. Microing those goons very well here against the Sepoy, or against the Soar. Once again, 5 Soar and a Sepoy for 2.5 skirms is not really a good deal. Yeah. And the siege potential is also starting to dwindle here as the number of Sepoy is dropping.
And honestly, losing that Rax isn't a big deal.
It just means absolutely nothing. Yeah. The only thing that concerns me is if Garja overcommits to saving it.
But yeah, that's something. What he shouldn't have built the forward Rax if he's like planning to drop a TC early fortress.
Yeah.
He should be just playing a little bit more defensive than that. Would have saved him a lot of time.
I think so too. He just didn't need to push out there. And an interesting timing coming from dyddyd91. He's got the 6 muskets from the consulate and also 10 tiger claws which he shipped. And 6 goons is not enough to stop the tiger claws. And with the posturing Garja's doing, it could end up quite bad for him if he doesn't get
the goons. I don't think goons have a multiplier against them.
I think they do. It's just low. Against
are they classed as?
No, they're not. No. I don't think they're classed as hand cavalry. They're classed as light infantry.
Yeah.
So no, they do not have a multiplier, but still they do quite well against them just because of the nature of the unit, right? But,
yeah.
So
I'd like to see a lot more Gurkha. I'd like to see more Gurkha. Is he still making Sepoy?
Yeah,
looks
absolutely.
Like he is.
Oh my gosh, 10 Soar too.
Oh wow.
This could
be brutal.
Yeah, this will be brutal. He's about to lose all these skirms for sure. There's 0% chance that they live. And with the Tiger Claw flank from the other angle, and a couple of goons caught up in the skirms too. I think at this point he's just to sack them.
Yeah, sack the skirms. Just get your goons out of there.
Yeah, poke as much as you can, obviously, but don't lose a single goon here.
Just don't engage with the goons and keep kiting. That's all he can do.
Yeah, I think that's what he is going to do. Not the end of the world. Once again, Garja just have the extra TC. They're equal in eco, and he has a huge tech lead. So,
I like that pullback there on the Soa. He didn't want to waste them.
Oh my gosh, 4 more skirms getting caught out here, and Garja just losing all of his skirmisher count here. I mean, that's like 25 skirms so far this game that he's just kind of thrown away, and. Nothing's really holding his opponent back but the goon count now.
Thing is, even still, I don't think he can push into this. If another 5 goons, like a few more goons, like his goons alone can nearly beat this army now.
Yep, goons are very good against colonial units, and I think that's what he's going to go for here. Although a couple goons getting caught out on the side here and falling quite quickly. Yeah, they're just not in the group.
Yeah, they're not assigned to the group.
And these Tiger Claws are actually distracting quite well, and keeping the goons engaged at a bad angle here.
Honestly, Garja just needs to stop making skirms at this point. Just go pure goons.
Yeah. And I think it depends on the military shipment here. If 2 Falcons pop out, Garja's very well positioned here, actually. Skirms kiting forward. Only a few Tiger Claws left, really, which will spell the end of this threat from this push, really. have to remember behind this that if Garja does stabilize,
What's going on
he
out
gets
there?
TCO.
What's going on outside Garja's second TC?
Just village gathering.
Okay.
He knows about that TC now.
Yeah.
And Garja's down to just 7 goons, and honestly, he's floating 1,000 coin too. I'm not sure what he's really trying to do here. A 7 skirmisher shipment coming out could be a good call actually. It's a little deep in the base right now.
Yeah.
But there's Zams coming too. I guess he anticipated some cav coming, which is going to be not what he needs.
I'd like to see a Minutemen pop from that second TC on those villas.
Yeah, with the hand
Whilst
attack
like
explorer.
whilst the fight, yeah, while the fight's going on, like, oh man, the Zams.
They're not really relevant. Garja's never.
Yeah, I think Garja's just in a great position now, though.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
concerned for him actually, just because of how like risky the fights have been going. But yeah, you're probably right. I mean, he's got TCO.
Plenty of map. Yeah.
He's floating 1,000 coin right now. If he just like takes all the guys over here in gold and puts them on food, he could make like 25 units right now.
Yeah. I really thought Garja could have cleaned that army up. He kind of
He
backed
could've,
off
yeah.
for no reason. He was afraid. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I think Garja is a player who tends to play a little bit differently in tournaments. And 2 Falconets popping out here. He still has the Minutemen on the table as well if he needs them. And that castle is not finishing for sure. There's no way. And actually, with hand attack on these, with the goons, he could lose like 10 bills here. But Garja just letting him get out.
Oh wow.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what Gurkhas.
He's on it now. And 5 Gurkha getting blasted. Oh wow, almost getting blasted by cannons.
I would have liked to see it. I wanted to see them cannons blast the bills.
Yeah, me too.
I would have been all about that.
that cannon line. Oh, he's GGing on that?
Yeah.
I guess you have to, because he's established that TC and you're like
He
running
also
out
has
of map.
no. Yeah, he's also got no gold in a second.
Yeah, like this gold mine he's been on for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'd say that was a reasonable GG.
I don't know. I think you with the 5 more SOAR coming,
I would
have
have
at
liked
least
to
have ran it. Like try.
I would have at least tried to fight that once. Like
Yeah.
take the big fight and see how it goes. Good against Japan.
The thing is, I wouldn't do Spain against dyddyd91's Japan though, because he always goes like it's well known that he'll age up very quickly and go for the cav archers, you know, the Yabusing or whatever, and
Yeah.
he's just destroy your Falcons and then you're done. So
Yeah, but you shouldn't. You should be able to get enough skirms out by then to deal with them, shouldn't you?
they have 40% range resistance.
Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, but they only have what 16 range attack.
No,
You can just.
but they have a multiplier against cannons and they have
Yeah, but
like
what's
insane
their?
range. They're basically like their cauldron.
Yeah, but what's their range? It's like 16 range, right? You
I don't
can't.
know.
You can't.
It's long. It's very long. I think.
I think if you micro your Falcons properly, you can kite them.
Might be right.
And they're also just trash against all the other units.
In my experience, it's been like they just run in, you focus fire them, they don't die, they kill your cannons, and they walk away. And like you kill like one of them, and they kill 2 cannons. I think you're underestimating them.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I have no experience of playing against them, apart from like 1 game against this guy.
Yeah, you would like it's surprising. I think they're very worth making actually.
I mean, did you watch my Dutch game against this Japan on the Siberia?
I didn't know where it was even.
It's on ESOC TV. It was a really close game. It was like a 40 minute game, like back and forth on in Age 3. And I was making a lot of Falcons, and he was making those units. And I think eventually I just got so many Falcons that he couldn't kill them all before his Yabusame died.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup. That's a massive deal. 95 wood in a Japan mirror.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a huge advantage. And we'll see if what DDY is going to do in the matchup. I mean, we all know Garja's going to play the normal way of his spot switch.
I think that
they didn't switch. Sorry, go ahead.
I think he's going to go for the 3 fishing ships.
Garja or DY?
No. Yeah, DY.
Yeah, I think he will too.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he likes to avoid sending the shrine card if he can.
Which is kind of bizarre, actually.
Yeah, because it's such a good card.
Yeah, like gather rate by 50% for your shrines.
Wait, I wish you could set. Imagine you could set shrines to XP. That'd be nuts.
Auto gather worth rate. I think it's only the base rate though. The animals don't get it. They don't get a benefit from the animal bonus, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I mean, the fishing boat strat can work. Oh, he's found a 60 wood as well. This is huge.
Yeah, he's already like Garja's already way behind just because of the way the treasures turned out. But 120 XP, he'll find that. I'll
I
get
honestly
that
think,
second
I think
portal out faster.
with the fishing boat like strategy, like your economy is very strong early on. I think it can snowball like out of control.
They
Oh,
both
he
went.
did send.
They both went pound me.
Interesting. So in that situation, would you have waited? Wait, oh, he's building his 2 shrines. Yeah, I was going to say, would you have waited? Yeah, he did.
Absolutely would have waited.
Yeah.
You would too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure. I thought he hadn't waited. That's why I was wondering. But
well, he got 155 wood, so he had exactly. So while he was still chopping a little bit of wood for his first house, he was able to have exactly. Look at his wood. He had exactly 150. So perfectly driving those 2 shrines for his treasures and taking a huge lead there. Wonder already down for both players. I'm going to the second age now. Garja leaving a vill on it, and dyddyd91 also leaving a vill on the Wonder, which I'm surprised that both players are doing that. But staying completely mirrored is actually quite good for dyddyd91 here because he's gotten the 2 free shrines as an advantage. And we can see that already in the economic population. He's just up by 2 villagers worth of gathering right now.
Yeah. Garja has found a lot of XP treasures though. If you look, he's nearly a whole shipment ahead of him just from finding the treasures.
Yeah.
And that's quite a big deal, honestly, in a Japan mirror. Like getting that 3rd colonial shipment out very much quicker. Like that's his 600 coin going to be coming 30 seconds faster. If that's what he plans to go for, which I imagine he will.
Yeah, exactly.
So so I was just thinking, like you get a 5 boat shipment, right, in Age 2 as Japan.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a 5 boat card, which is not that big of a deal to be honest.
So what's the gap? Like, how does a fishing boat compare to 1 villager?
On berries, they're about equal. So for Japan, they're about equal.
Yeah, but they get the berry upgrades, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Japan doesn't get the berry upgrades, but they can get them from the market, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, they get them right away, and so that's obviously coming into play here.
So I guess sending 5 boats over 4 vills isn't really worth doing, unless you're planning to like drop a dock and get the techs.
Yeah, or unless you're playing really aggressive, right? So you can get. The other thing is you could get potentially if you sent it twice, and you also do the consulate boats, you'd have 13 boats, which would be like you said enough.
Well, you could have 16 because if you sent the 3 in Age 1 as well.
Yeah, like 16 boats is usually my ideal number of boats on modern maps. So.
Actually, 16 vote that might be decent doing that, honestly.
Yeah.
And drop a dock, get the tech. But I don't know. It's probably just not good.
Yeah, or you could just send 4 vills twice, have almost the same eco, and just like have an extra 300 wood and 90 gold in your bag.
I mean, the nice thing is you use your bet. You wouldn't have to send cherry orchards anywhere nearly as you wouldn't have to send them at all till much later.
Yeah, that's true.
You have 16 boats on food.
Maybe for like some sort of tech play.
I was thinking of some kind of aggressive Age 2 play.
Look at these barracks positions coming out of Garja. Looks like he's gonna try to press the issue here, not let any tech-based play happen. And meanwhile, dyddyd doesn't even have his Raxus started yet. It looks like almost like he's way ahead in shrines. That's why he's up by 6 villager population right now. Garja not sending the boats. That's a big deal from the port consulate.
I think he's probably just forgotten about it. They should be coming, hopefully.
I think he has completely forgotten about it, and he's not sending it though. So he'll have the crossbows. We'll have to see if he can get 3 vills worth of value out of having the crossbows. not impossible on this map because of the flow through the middle and all the shrines that are placed in the middle here for Diddy. So
yeah, I'm much preferring DY's build at this point.
Oh, absolutely, me too. And part of that may just be our bias because he did get 2 free shrines of lead here.
Yeah,
he's up by 12 shrines right now.
Yeah, that's massive.
12 vills rather. 6 of
but that's including the 3 boats.
Yeah, but only 6. So only 6 of those are shrines. So he's getting another. He's up by. He may have sent 4 bills, right out the gate as well. Yeah, Garja's sending 600 coin right away as well. He's going for 10 Yumi as well.
Yeah.
This actually could work out.
Well, not if he sieges shrines.
Sure.
He's just gonna close the gap by one pop for building Yumi. Like.
His opponent's also going Yumi though.
Yeah, they're both going Yumi. Okay. But Garja's now just miles behind in economy.
Yeah, what's the point of sending gold then?
And he's lost his Explorer, that's rough. Yeah, I'm not sure what the gold shipment's about.
And he's sweet sieging too, so he almost got a Yumi picked off.
Sweet siege. Sweet siege is the best siege.
For those of you guys who don't know, there's a guy named Victor Sweet, and when he used to siege buildings, he would just right-click on them and not put his units underneath like this, and they would just circle siege around the edge, and it would siege about half the speed it normally does, and then also you just get picked off on the corners. So, like, this is a perfect sweet siege right here. The only way it would be better is if some of these Yumi weren't stacked on top of each other, but yeah, they have to be totally fanned out.
So, what's Garja's... Has Garja sent 600 coin twice? What's happened here?
I'm not sure.
I think he has.
I think he has. He hasn't sent 4 bills at all, and dyddyd91 sent that twice. It's 8, and then 3 is 9 from the fishing boats. So, then there's additional 4 more shrines. I mean, he's just so far behind right now economically.
Well, he's going for, like, that's why he's saved for the crossbows as well, like. He's just trying to win it in Age 2 fairly quickly, but I honestly don't think it's going to work out.
Not against pure Yumi. That's like a really hard counterplay to sending 600 gold twice to flood Ashy after going Yumi.
Yeah.
His play would have gone very well against a standard Japan build, though.
Yeah, for sure. It could have worked. But I think, the standard Japan play, you would just adapt once you saw this many units. You
just don't age, and you just win that one.
I mean, because you're never going to just be... Yeah, he's even got the daimyo out. And he's, he's 15 villages ahead. Or 15 vil pop.
Yeah, he's up by only 10 points in score. Not a huge lead yet, but it'll start to become more obvious once the crate advantage kind of wears off. He has established a nice siege on some of these shrines.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's basically got to win the game in the next few minutes.
Yeah,
his economy.
Yeah.
It's just going to snowball out of control. His economy is going to get worse and worse, like, just fall further behind.
Yeah, and dyddyd91 mixing an Ashy now too, rounding out his combo. So Garja doesn't even have an opportunity to do like a cav kind of transition here to go for a little surprise or something. He's just kind of, I don't know how you explain this, but he's just really
he's just covering his, like the only way he loses right now is if he gets caught by 5 Nagi.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just mix in 10, 20 Ashy and you're safe.
Both players going for the daimyo before any combat cards makes a lot of sense when you have a mixed composition of Yumi and Ashy.
Yeah.
Just as long as you can keep that daimyo alive. Actually, look at Garja's mass though. It's substantially bigger at this point. I think he might actually slam it in there.
He needs to not be pushing this far out, honestly.
Yeah, and I think actually he may not realize that this is the situation. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
The scores don't tell it. And look how many Ashy are in the mix here. If this daimyo dies too, it's just a bait.
Yeah.
It was a good bait on
he's
his
trying
part.
to sick. He's fighting right outside the racks as well. Another 10 units just popped out.
Garja's in an insane position here. He's got such a great concave. The daimyo is not drawing enough damage. And even the damage it is drawing is not going to be enough to return this fight. And you can see, when you're on the retreat against that many muskets, you're going to lose a lot of them. Yeah. But look at the score. Garja's still behind in score, even after that hard of a fight win. So this game's far from over.
And also, DY has got enough for the Bastieres in any second, and he's got double Minutemen.
Yeah, and Orchards just came in time for him too. Garja's going to be up against that real soon himself.
You can see that he's gathered 1k more of his crates, his cherries before him.
Yeah.
Just because of how many more villas he has.
Yep.
And I mean, he's lost like 2-3 shrines for getting so many more villas.
Yeah, maybe like 5 total.
If he just hadn't have taken that fight.
Yeah, exactly. If he just chilled out, he would have been in a solid position. But to his credit, it's hard to know.
Yeah, exactly. You can't tell. So the Bastieres, yeah, those Bastieres. I'd like to call them Minutemen.
Well, you would have called the Minutemen for the fight back at the Raxes.
Oh, the minute my Minutemen have been in that middle fight.
Yeah. Wow, this exchange going excellently for dyddyd91, picking up a couple of straight Yumi on the way out, and now Garja full out on the back foot and down by 11 villagers. This fishing boat's still working for dyddyd, and they will continue to work for him the entire game.
Good call.
Thank you. Total resources. I want to see, just out of curiosity. Garja's down by 400 food, 1,400 wood, and he's up by 300 coins. So he's down by about 1,000 resources at this point. And that's even though he's sent like 1,200 in crates more than his opponents. So that gap is just going to continue to grow.
Yeah. Wait, did he just ship Yumi?
Yeah, he did.
Alright.
Yeah.
I guess it's fine.
It's not. I mean, you could have sent the Yumi attack card. But,
yeah, it's not fine. It's actually going to work out fine.
Well, I think he's just so far ahead he can do whatever he wants at this point, to be honest. Economically, he's made the right plays this game, and this is going to be hard for Garja to turn.
See, this fight, DY has got the better surround on this fight.
He just has way more units.
Well, yeah, a lot of Garja's actually weren't firing for the first part of that fight either.
Yeah, he used to put his daimyo in there to threaten some hand damage on those Yumi. Otherwise, it's never going to work out for him. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
See, I think there were two opportunities where if Garja had regrouped his muskets, he could have killed his opponent's daimyo. And Garja losing his daimyo here.
Oh, he's going to get it. Has he got it?
Oh.
69 HP.
that magic number.
Kappa.
Get Kappa. Yeah, so, I mean, what do you do now? Down by 14 village ship?
So what you do. You press that menu button in the top right, and you look for the quit button.
And then when you find it, you click on
it. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think if Garja had picked off the daimyo, which he had a very good opportunity to do in that exchange of his front racks, he may have just won no matter what, just because daimyo. But didn't go
daimyo is a massive deal.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that both players have kept them alive this long. I usually lose mine straight away.
I like to leave it in stand ground, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Ashley attack in for Garja, just a couple seconds too late, I think. And, yeah. Hey, we're just at this point watching Yumi siege down our racks. Sweet siege style, so. Oh, he got the daimyo. Too late, though. I'm almost positive at this point.
I think it's too little too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before, where you finally pick the daimyo, or you do pick the daimyo, but you're just too far behind to do anything about it. It kind of sucks.
So I like Garja not resigning here.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to give it a shot. dyddyd is floating 2,000 resources and is going to age behind this, so there's really not much point. But
just got his 4 vills in. He's on the comeback train.
Go finally getting that eco up and rolling at 15 minutes this Japan. I wish we had statistics on each unit of how much food they've gathered, because you could just click on those boats and see how much of a food impact they've had. This game would be cool.
Yeah.
Garja's got 2 clubs up here on a shrine. I mean, DY is just pulling back because he's aging, so why take any chances while aging?
Is DY still on Port Consulate?
Probably. No, he's Japan.
Okay.
He's also floating enough export to tech Bushido tactics, and he's just in an insane position right now. Garja's 10 units, and no hope of ever leaving his base. I think he's saving to age right now, but there's no way. When dyddyd gets up, I think Garja will pull the resign button.
So what matchup? What's the last map? I mean, we can start talking about that now. This game's 100% over.
I'm trying to find it. Nope, I can't. Hang on, paste it over here. Yeah, Manchuria. That's a good last map, actually.
Yeah, and any civ apart from Japan is open, right?
For dyddyd, yes, and for both players, I guess. And
Yeah.
Garja will be picking second at this point, so he'll have that advantage too.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see what dyddyd is going to bring to the table, because his India did not work out for him. And that has to be the resign button, right? Like, he just got Fortress and you're not even aging yet, and you have no units.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to bide his time. He's probably thinking over in his head what he wants to play in the next game.
Yeah, sometimes that's not a bad idea.
Gather your thoughts, try and annoy your enemy a bit by not resigning.
Yeah, disrespect him, right?
It's all about the mental games.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
get
why
that
I,
mental
that's
stuff
why I
going.
always beat Ryan. 'Cause I put him on tilt.
You just, oh man, that diamond going down, and yeah. I would, if I were DDY, I would have had my units on speed just so I could get in there faster for the win. And that would be, this series is actually insanely close now at 2-2. DDY winning both of his Japan games, and now we're into the match point. I mean, you almost wonder how good DDY could be if he just had a second civ, right?
Yeah, definitely. Has he been practicing any other civs at all?
India is what he's been practicing. I think maybe British as well or something like that.
Well, to be fair, I mean, his India wasn't bad. He just played it's just a hard matchup for India.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I mean, he's really perfected his Japan play. Like in basically all matchups, he's very solid.
Yeah, he doesn't play as economic, and he's not going based on older builds. All the shrine-based builds have got nerfed so hard. They nerfed the shrine order, the shrine gather rates, every stat that Ashe has got nerfed, you know. But just that general way of playing got really hard hit several patches in a row. Oh wow, he's going French in the final game.
Interesting.
In Manchuria. If I were Garja, I'd be so happy about that.
Yeah, what would you pick into that though?
I would just go French into it. Like,
yeah, I mean, if I was Garja in this position, I would mirror his French.
It's like,
because I would feel confident about winning that game.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know all the guys in the European scene have played like 10 billion French mirrors, right? So then this guy just doesn't even play French, and he's going to mirror you in that? No way. At the same time, it's kind of weird. This guy's been on the patch a lot and talking to people a lot. Like, he's been in ops games. Like, I played a couple ops games with him where we were talking about. He was like, "How does French beat Japan?" I'm like, "They don't." Or, "How does Japan beat French?" And I said, "I don't think they do." And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He was in those discussions, like trying to learn more about the game, which is cool.
Yeah.
Usually we don't see the Asian scene doing that too much. So maybe, you know, maybe he's been practicing a lot of French mirrors and he's ready for it. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you never know. He could have been practicing because he plays a lot of unrated games, right? So he could have been playing other civs for all we know.
Yeah.
Is Mongo online?
Let me see if I have him on this account. The problem with having all these accounts is that I never know who's on which friends list. Get rid of Mayhem. He is not online yet, but I can ask him on Skype as well. Garja said he needs a couple minutes here, so.
Okay.
I have the overlay up right now. I'm working with players right now to organize the next games. I'm gonna meet the stream for like 2 or 3 minutes here, so you guys aren't annoyed by my flood of.
Why don't you just put that GIF up on the stream?
Which one?
The one I just linked you.
I'm sure it's not appropriate for the stream.
It's appropriate.
All right, I'll run that. Is that what Garja looked like when he attacked with Azashi at the end of the game? That was Azashi Daimyo at the end of the game, getting punished. All right, 2 minutes. People are gonna be laughing about that one. I should probably buy a mic or like borrow someone's mic because I'm just using a really bad one and it sounds like I'm in a cave half the time.
You've never had a good mic the entire time I've spoke to you on Skype.
I've been using the same mic. It was a $20 webcam / mic from 5 years ago.
Yeah. Why do you not have a headset?
No, I don't. I have headphones though that I wear that are really comfortable.
What did you used to do when you played on Teams in League?
Just use this mic.
That must have been so annoying.
You have to remember too. I moved to this condo and this room is not. It's got wood floors and stuff, so there's a lot more echo than it used to be. All right, players are back, or at least Garja's back, and as we expected, the insta-French mirror. One concern I have here is that dyddyd91 seemed to have a good read on Garja in general, and so I'm sure he has a good read on this French mirror that's coming. So he definitely knew it was coming, and I'm sure he's got some practice in this matchup.
Yeah.
Man, this is a game point situation, right? We're going into the final game, best of 5, Garja versus Diddy, and I think that favors Diddy a lot. Actually, Garja is not typically too good under pressure. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very emotional player.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say a very tilt player.
Well, yeah, that's a polite way of saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also suffers from the Mankell tilt.
Yeah, I don't suffer from the Mankell tilt.
Oh, okay.
Well,
We'll see.
You're tilting me right now with all this tilt talk.
Yeah, you're already tilted, and we haven't even played yet.
You have to make it past Lara Raphael first, and you told me you were terrified.
You wait till game day.
Game day! Alright, we need to focus on this game right now. French mirror. Garja's playing at the top as a red French. He's going for an early TP right out the gate where he's seeing that difference. Both players going to the middle of the map, trying to find those cows, splitting those right down the middle, and dyddyd91 not doing much of anything with his starting resources. Looks like it might be a TP intention though. He's not on gold or anything, so. Ooh, finding 85 wood too.
Swag.
So that turned out really nicely for him, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably worth delaying a TP a little bit to get that.
To get it safely, absolutely. I'm just quickly flipping through the map, trying to see what else there is. There's another 90 wood on his side as well, actually. So.
That's brutal spawn.
Yeah, this stuff didn't happen, I don't think.
He's gonna see it. He's gonna see it as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen the map spawn like that. They're usually not all both on one side like that close together.
Yeah, I've seen it happen more with the revamped maps. So.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, other than that, the resources are all pretty even here, right? I mean, the hunts are all correct, and the mines are. So you can't restart over treasures. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It's so nice. This I prefer this spawn with the separate TP line.
Yes.
And having the 5k gold nearer your base.
Yeah. Why do you like it? I'm guessing you like to stagecoach it.
Yeah, I like to stagecoach and play defensive, and you've got that 5k mine to fall back on. You've got a lot of time before you need to move out.
Yeah, and for a lot of civs now on these maps, the limiting factor is, as you pointed out, where your gold is, not so much where your hunt is, which has changed things quite a bit.
Yeah.
And does he know the 90 wood's there? He went for this 40 food, which actually is going to punish Garja even harder because he's not going to see the 90 wood at all.
Yeah, he definitely scouted it. His scout ran over it earlier.
Okay.
Did he crack shot the 40 food?
Yeah, he did. The Garja was running up on it at the same time, so
Oh, okay.
it actually turned out really well for him because now he's going to get this 90 wood uncontested, and he denied Garja 40 food.
Yeah, it's a good play. I commend that play.
It's a Mitso approved play.
Yeah, although I don't know what he's doing here. This is not going to work out. He needs to wait for his shot.
He's shooting the wrong lion. Each lion has a radius based on where they spawned, and that one has the closer reset point, so he can't hit this one without the other one. And he's going to actually lose his Explorer here for sure. Reset. Garja on the hunt. This may be a time for Cheddar's tip of the week.
See, that's a big mistake right there.
Yeah, the fact that he took 200 damage from the lions misstepping on
Although
it. He's going to get out.
Save his,
Maybe not. Oh, he can still keep it snared, so he's not going to get out.
Really? I didn't think he could.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That parving.
Why does Garja not take... I guess he's got all the time in the world at this point. May as well just lock down the scout too.
Yeah. That turned from being so good for him to now being horrible.
And this is why having 290 woods on your side isn't the end of the world, really, for the other player, because it takes a lot of effort to get both of them, and by then a good player will know about it too.
See that Garja play? He knew his scout could take him, so he left him.
Bounced out of there.
Let him finish the job alone.
And now we always have a dead even game, right? I mean, both players mark it up, I'm assuming. Oh, market is actually very late for dyddyd91.
Yeah, I mean, he's also got no scouts. He's got a dead explorer and no native scout. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm surprised that Garja's not going back with his explorer to build the second TP at this point.
Yeah, maybe he's not going to.
Yeah. Garja is just... All these matchups he's been playing so safe all the way around. He doesn't lean towards eco or military either way. He just sits right in the middle, and people take advantage of that quite heavily. I mean, he's up by placer mines, right? So that's pretty good. Oh, what is DUI doing, actually? Is he going like a bubble rush or something? I'm so confused. Steel trap's coming in, but... Okay, there we go. Now he's transitioning to coin. And he just doesn't have placer mines. It's a misstep by him, I think. An in-base rack's going up as well. And I'm guessing from Garja, you have in-base stable. Just pre-standard play all the way around. And I expect to see also, as you can see from the pop, we're expecting to see 2 700 wood shipments pop up here.
Yeah.
And when you see it...
Yeah, after the 4 vills, right?
No, before the 4 vills.
Well, not if they're not going stagecoach.
Well, that's... Oh, wow, they both did 4 vills first. I guess, yeah. I mean, seems fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's yeah. It's worse in the long run. If you're planning to go for the stagecoach build, you should get it later. But I don't think either of them are going to. They're just going to stick on the 1 TP each.
Yeah, and I like Garja's build a lot more here overall. Just the stable versus racks is a big difference. Garja seeing just a racks, no stable. He can safely do whatever he wants to do now. Yeah, just going. I think he's going for a 10 musk semi probably, if I had to guess.
I'm not a fan of defending with muskets against cav.
Yeah, it's
like,
rough.
If your opponent micros well, you're never going to kill them, and you're going to have to move vills around. It's a pain to deal with.
Yep, exactly. And all that time, they're minimal effort, and they're able to age very easily behind it without any risk at all, because the muskets are so slow. And they become useless when you hit fortress too. So even if you kill all the cav, like they just have 10 useless muskets anyway. It's like a tie.
I would have liked to have seen him send a vill out to try to get his explorer back.
Yeah, I think, or even just a musket, just anything.
Yeah.
And his hunt control has been quite poor this game too. He never.
Yeah, this is going to be really brutal.
Oh man, he could lose a lot of vills here. This is going to be at least 3 villagers. They're French unupgraded vills. Maybe only 2 here, just based on the way that pathing panned out. But Yep, 2 bills. Maybe a third coming here on the mine. Yeah. And, oh, it's so close. And then there's all these bills out here that are equally vulnerable that he's gonna have to just walk around at the very least, or lose. And yeah, he's had to walk them all the way back to this coin mine. And this is severely going to hurt his early fortress game. He's got 38 food, and that's all he has to his name when he hits fortress.
Yeah, and he hasn't sent 700 wood either.
Yeah, Garja's sent that now, so he's got his racks going up. He's got a TP going down. He's just completing that build, and he's only going to be fortress a little bit later. And all the while, DDY is just sitting on a single rack, so he has to go 1k wood first here almost.
Yeah, he has to, otherwise he can't build any units.
He also has 27 out of 30 population, so he definitely is setting that 1k wood first. There's just no other option that wouldn't overpop him, really. So.
Unless he's going for the FI.
The FI 1000, 1k coin FI. Yeah, there it is, 1k wood coming in. And I think DDY is feeling the pressure here, knowing that, you know, as the second TP icon pops up, he's lost 2 bills, gotten belled up a lot. I think he can feel how far behind he is.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling. Oh, I get 2... Oh no, I thought he killed 2 Hussar then with the 220 XP pop-ups. But it was the house.
The house, yeah. That's funny, I don't look at the XP pops, I look at the actual units dying, so for me it was clear. And you clearly like see it from the XP. Although maybe just like the blurriness of the screen too.
Yeah, this is frames jumping.
Yeah, that's stable. He's going for
Stable's
that
not
10,
building.
yeah, he's going for that 10% stable build.
See, I mean, but Garja's just now got a much better economy and more units.
Yep, I should turn on that graphic. And so what we have here, you know, it's like basically a 2 bill lead for Garja, but also an extra TP, and he's also putting pressure on DY's TP.
That's another thing.
Go ahead.
I was saying, I wouldn't ever build that TP. I would always build the one closer to my base, just to like limit the risk of losing it.
I cannot believe that this is happening right now.
Look at the base though. Look at the base. There's a push going on in the base.
Okay. Sorry, that was just, I had to watch it. I've never seen that many Hussars die to 5 muskets in mana. Oh, the 5 goon pop out of position. And these skirms are just getting insane value. Even killing, like, that's like a third, 2/3 of a goon? That's like as good as you could hope for out of a skirmisher value.
Yeah. Shipping 5 Dragoons next. Not a big fan of that.
Who did? Garja? Yeah, he did. I'm not a big fan of that either.
And he's now outmassed severely in skirms, and he just lost 3 skirms without returning any damage.
Yeah.
Like those kind of trades can snowball games.
Oh, they do for sure. That's how I win a lot of my games, just by better poking. Like, well, all things considered, all of a sudden you're up by 20 skirms, and well, I guess
if you're continuously poking and picking off units for free, like that's just it's so valuable.
That's why having the lead in the skirmisher mass is such a huge deal in these European matchups.
Exactly. And that's why I would never, like, you don't need 15 Dragoons at this point.
No.
You never need more than 10 max, I would say.
Yeah, I mean 15 is okay. I'd say 15 is actually almost the ideal number, but just like
but
you don't
not
need to ship
this
to get
early
to it.
on.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to race to get to it with a shipment. You can slowly get there.
Exactly. Like, there's a very low chance. Like, after seeing that many skirms, there's no way that he's going to have 5 Kers coming out.
Yeah.
Like anytime soon.
And still no stagecoach on these TPs, making it not as big of a deal that Garja has an extra one, honestly.
Yeah, it's not, but it's still a nice XP boost. He's actually caught up in villager count somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was only down by 2, so looks like a little bit idle time from Garja.
Yeah.
But look at the
And
housing
honestly,
situation. Like that's
DY is honestly fine now. Can you check units in queue?
Units in queue. Yeah, just the same thing Scrum doing for. But he's housed though. He's like super housed. He's never gonna get more units than he is now. 2 Falcons coming out. I like that a lot actually, and I think if the goons get a good engage here with the 2 Falcons, it just takes 1 volley from the Falcons for this fight to go very well for Garja, I think.
Yeah, he needs to just back out straight away.
Oh my gosh. Second cannon shot coming? Oh no, he got cancelled. And a couple goons getting stuck too. Okay.
So he only lost like 2 skirms there. It was honestly okay. He'll probably ship his own cannons now, I would hope.
These 2 Hussar are dying in the base too, not doing any damage.
Yeah.
TP is still alive, so those Hussar really didn't pay off much at this point. And honestly, DY has stabilized quite nicely. They're exactly even on economy. Garja's overmade Dragoons here.
He's got a shipment on the way right now. As long as that is his own 2 Falcons, then he's fine.
Yeah, and I'm so surprised that this is happening right now. That just seems like a huge misplay.
Yeah. Especially when he knows like how far behind he is in the skirm count.
Yeah, if you look at like military units total, he's down by 8 skirms at this point. And he's up by 5 goons, right? So he's technically ahead in military population, ever so slightly, but just not the right population. These 2 Falcons unpacking.
Cannons?
Oh, they just popped out.
But
look at these skirms getting padding jammed in here. And I want to be Garja here. I mean, with the spread that he's got, yeah, okay, he's making it out now. Minutemen on the field, yes.
Oh no, oh no!
Oh no.
That's brutal.
That is quite brutal. And both Falcons going down without a single shot. That's game losing, I think. That's
Yeah.
I don't know what you do from there. He's pulling every city he has.
Yeah, that's game over.
Every Falcon, all the Falconettes are there. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna clean this up, but at what cost, right? He's lost every goon he has. He's lost most of his.
He's not
turns.
even gonna clean it up.
Not clean it up, but he's gonna push it out. And with with 20 CDB in there, you have to be able to push that back. And
Yeah.
wow, he actually is calling GG and resigns.
Yeah.
Amazing that the series came down to miscontrol on those 2 Falconettes.
Yeah, those 2 Falconettes, they're game changing. And he had such a better unit comp if he just didn't lose that cannon fight.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't, even if he like got one of them and got an extra volley off or something, but
Yeah.
he got no volleys off at all on that.
And he also didn't focus them with his goons right away.
Yeah,
Like, it took him a long time to focus his goons onto the cannons.
Yeah, this game was so dead even too. I really, really kind of a disappointing outcome to have the 2
Yeah.
Falcons be such a big driver of that, but also a reminder of what vanilla was like every game I've ever played. So.
Yeah. So I mean, that game from the Age 2 play that Garja did, like killing 2 villagers, getting the second TP, that's honestly game winning. In a mirror.
If you
But
play it
then
well.
he then pushed out without enough skirmishes and had making too many dragoons is a big mistake. Like that early on.
I think it's again Garja trying to be too safe. He overmade on
Yeah.
goons, shipped 2 Falcons. Was just trying to be safe from everything, right? Because if you have a lot of goons and you have 2 Falcons, then you're kind of safe from everything. But
Yeah. I mean, if DY won that cannon fight, if he won the cannon fight and say had 1 Falc left,
yeah,
like the game was over because he just had only dragoons left.
yeah, and from that point he could just kind of slow roll it up. Here, Garja was mining incredibly risky over here on this mine, and he did not have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be on that 5K mine.
Yeah, I mean, I
There's
think it was
there's
those that were hunting over here, but still, I mean,
Right. Okay.
I'd rather just put
Yeah.
the guys up here on the mine and like use this hunt or something. But
Still close, good series.
yeah, I mean, going all the way to the final game and going down to the last cannon shot, literally. Garja picking up that series 3-2.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how we expected DY to do in this tournament.
Yeah.
Winning both his Japan games fairly convincingly.
Yeah.
But then
Exactly.
just not having this the civ pool that he needs to play in this kind of a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, he almost did. If he plays again in the next one, I could see a very good result coming.